that's a software review company, that's a great place, good resource for finding existing pieces of software. I mean, there's an awful lot of travel agency software and the like that's listed on there. And then while they're doing that, you should work on building the visibility of this product. Build a community. Yet, post images like destinations on a Instagram wall and on Pinterest, and build a Facebook page supporting it and talk about the destinations and whatever your niche is. Because I'm sure it's not just everywhere. And so, that's just my opinion and my bit of advice for you. And I'm done.
Do you find this useful, Omid?
Thank you for your all opinions. I really appreciate it to give me time. It is really helpful. We just, I think we should use social, as you said, and grow our customers for a final product. Just want to note that we already have the websites and online systems, but re-engineering caused us really problem with doing so. And thank for your answers. I really appreciate it to have me on a stage.
You're very welcome, my friend. Thank you very much for being here with us. With that said, I want to move back to Saurabh. I'm sorry that I jumped you before, that I skipped you, so you can unmute yourself now.
No worries, Alexandro. So, hi, Club. Actually, I am new on Clubhouse. So, I will start by introducing myself. So, I am Saurabh, and currently I am running a digital marketing agency for real estate businesses. And I help them with digital marketing and running Google Ads, Facebook Ads, and everything else. Okay. So, I started my career as a marketing intern at a startup. And I worked there for 3 months. After internship, I joined on three early stage startups, and I helped them with marketing. And the one we got, and I helped them to get to 1 million users within a year. And later on, I decided that yeah, I should start something of my own. So I started with that digital marketing agency, and currently we are earning in revenue around 50K dollar per month. And recently we launched a product of chatbot. Okay, so we are helping real estate agents get leads rather than 500% x. We saw growth after adding chatbot in their websites, so that was really good. So currently so if you want, if anyone have any questions about startup or anything, just send me a DM on Twitter, and maybe I can help. So yeah, that's all about me. I didn't have to. Didn't ask. Wanted to ask anything else. So yeah, I'm sorry, Alexandro, for like not asking any questions.
Only a
That's
little
me.
pitch there, Alessandro, for you.
Yeah, exactly. Well, thank you very much, Saurabh. Don't worry, don't worry. I would suggest you to, this is something that I always say to people that are getting in rooms. I suggest you, Saurabh, to next rooms you're gonna visit, always prepare before you get on stage. Always prepare a question, because moderators are looking for that. Moderators are not looking for people who are getting on stage to just pitch their products or promote themselves. They are looking to have the conversation going. So this is a strategy that I used when I started using Clubhouse, and I know that you're new here, so you need to learn this. Every time you want to get on stage, you need to go through three things. Number one, you get on stage and you say something that you actually appreciate about the room or the moderators. Say something that is honest. Don't come up with flattery, because no one likes to have flattery in the room, but say something that you actually appreciate about moderators or about the room or about the way they moderate. Say something that moderator will find true, first of all, true, and it would be an honest compliment, because everyone like to receive a compliment. So go first with appreciation, for real appreciation for moderators and room. Number two, add something, introduce yourself quickly, like as you said, as you did right now. In that case, people would be all right with you pitching something, because you come out first with something, a honest compliment. So if you want to pitch yourself, if you want to introduce yourself, you have to learn how to pitch yourself, because if you invite someone to send you a message or something, It's not going to be nice for all the other people listening. Just introduce yourself and then leave your bio talk for you. All right, that's the important thing here on Clubhouse. It's not your word that promotes yourself, it's your bio. Put something in your bio, put in the first two lines something that will make people message you or find your product or something. But introduce yourself, just say what you do. That's it. And then prepare a question. Take notes before you get on stage about what people are saying. And then if you have a question for them, moderators are going to love it. All right, so follow these three steps because it's gonna help you get more followers, get more people to reach out to you, and make moderators like you. So this is just a little piece of advice because I see that you're new here. It's your first week in Clubhouse, and you need to learn how to promote yourself in the right way. Does it make sense, Arab?
Yeah. Thanks a lot for the tips and points out.
You're very welcome. Don't worry. Thank you for being here with us. Okay, I'm gonna reset the room before passing to the next person. This is how to build a profitable online business. It's a Q&A room. That's the reason why we're making people join the room and ask questions. Any thoughts, questions, or anything you want to ask us regarding how to build a profitable online business, get on the stage. We have different expertise here, and we will definitely have the possibility to reply to your question. So, before I move on to the next speaker, I want to remind you guys that you should follow us, first of all. Give a follow to all the people with the green dots here, all the moderators. We are the Escape 95 team, and we create rooms on a daily basis on Clubhouse. We take this platform pretty seriously, and you still have time. You still have 6 hours. You still have time to join my 5-day challenge that will start this afternoon. I'll start with lesson number 1 today, and then we will go on for other 4 days, live lessons, completely free. And I will teach you in 5 days how to use this platform, how to use Clubhouse to get clients and customers. I use a specific strategy behind the way I use this platform. If you're not using a strategy, or if you don't have a strategy, or if you have no idea what kind of strategy you should use on Clubhouse, you're missing the point, because this is a business platform and you should use it to grow your business. So everything you have to do to join this challenge this afternoon is to give me a follow on Instagram first, and then after you follow me, send me a message with the word challenge, and I will automatically put you in the waiting list for today's first lesson. And in 5 hours, 6 hours, we're going to start with lesson number 1, and I will go step by step through the strategy. So I won't leave any stone unturned. I will share with you the entire strategy that I'm using right now to get clients and customers on this platform. This was my pitch, actually. So let's move to the next speaker. Next speaker is Radhika. It's your turn. Well, let me see. I'm going to refresh this page because I'm never sure. Radhika, it's your turn. Yeah. Unmute yourself.
Yeah, it's my turn. Yeah. Thanks, Alessandro. Thanks, Andra. Thanks for giving me the chance to ask my question. So I'll just make it super quick because this might need a slightly detailed answer. I am from India, and me, along with my partner, are working to build a sustainable activewear brand, which is going to launch sometime 2 months down the line. My question, the first part would be one, how do I get enough audience onto my social media pages before I make a launch? And do you guys think it's a smart call to sort of focus on building an audience before you actually launch a product? Secondly, is again on the hosting platform, and when do you think is the right time to sort of get on with a website? Um, do you think we should start building and working on the website only once our product is ready, or should we start working on it right now and pushing out content? Because right now, what's happening is that despite us having an active social media presence, we're not seeing a lot of traffic and traction despite doing all the right things and putting out content, right? We're trying to do sneak peeks, we're trying to do things around education, and things around the goal and what our brand stands for. But again, I'm obviously again very confident about the fact that there's not going to be enough traffic till the time we have the product in hand. So do you guys have any tips, especially Andra, since you said that you've sort of worked on building brands and you've started with budgets which are also very low, and since we're also bootstrapping it right now, we're also somewhat with a very minimal marketing budget as well, right? So we are trying to build an audience already so that we have a substantial audience till the time we launch to put out our product too. So, would you guys have any tips in this regard?
Yeah, go on, Andra, and Marina as well. She's an expert in this, so you can start, Andra, and then you can pass the mic to Marina.
Of course, thank you. Hi, Radhika. I love that you're looking to create a sustainable uh, line, and it's a great thing for the environment. The thing that gave me a little bit of a exclamation mark was when you said you're 2 way away from launch, yet you haven't yet got the channels. You may have the channels created as such, the Instagram channel, the social media channels. They're not linked to your Clubhouse, but also the website. Am I correct?
We don't have the website yet because honestly, we don't have the product in hand yet. We're still in the stage where we're sampling and working on manufacturing. So we thought might not be the right time to put the website out yet. But we do have a social media channel. We have Instagram where we are putting out the content.
Okay, amazing. So I would. Well, how many followers have you currently got?
Close to 170. We just started like a couple of weeks ago.
Fantastic. Amazing. Right. Well, just to be a little bit realistic, I believe you may be a little bit further away from launch, or you could perhaps put it back a little bit just to give you more time, especially if you've mentioned where you've got a lower budget to start with. So you can't, like, say, go out with crazy Facebook ads and reach out thousands and thousands of people. If you want to do things a little bit more organically, sometimes brands start their Instagram channels and building that audience even a year out. So I'm not to say that you can't launch, in like 6 months, but I would like you to perhaps take a little bit more time to just do it properly. And the way you do that, especially on Instagram, is, you want to put out that inspirational content and about the sort of 3 to 4 pillars that your brand is focusing on and always wants to talk about. So the messages you want to speak to the world and into the world as a brand, right? Think about what are the main priorities for you or problems in the world that you would like to bring a contribution to, and just streamline your messaging in that way and start putting out that content on a consistent basis from now. And automatically, those people who want to serve the same cause as your brand, they will automatically follow you back. So in the meantime, I would also work with a lot of influencers, but not necessarily pay them just yet, just kind of like engage with them, right? So constantly engage with their content, find the influencers that you definitely want to work with, aim high, go for the big ones, but then engage with them from the outset and try and build that sort of loyalty and build a relationship. So then when it comes to asking them for a service, you could even get a cheaper deal than they would give to somebody else in order to work with you. They may even offer to do it for you free of charge if you give them like a little commission of the sale and things like that. So yeah, definitely build those relationship. Another thing to do, you may want to explore if it's suitable to your brand, and if that's the audience you're looking to reach, look into TikTok and other channels as well. So just kind of like have a play around um, with building your audiences. But the main thing is, do you know who your customer is? Do you have like personas of and profiles created of these people in order to give you an indication of where they may be hanging out on social media and where are your best channels to reach them out organically? Have you done that sort of marketing research and like creating the personas of your customers?
We do have a couple of profiles in mind. We know the age group, we have the TG in mind. But yeah, I think this makes a lot of sense in terms of where we need to see our audience exactly lies in and what bracket do they lie in, what exactly are they looking for, and what are they shopping for. Because right now we're only looking at focusing on our own D2C and not going out to 3P and marketplaces. But yeah, that makes a lot of sense, Indra.
No worries. That's really pretty much everything that I wanted to share at this stage. But definitely start working on the website too if you can. Of course, I know you're working on your samples, but the reason why you want to start sharing that content right now, people love a behind the scenes. So just make optimize this period of time you have where you're building, and let people in to that journey as well, with video content, because you'll never be in this phase ever again, right? Once you launch, you've launched and you're a company up and running, and it's not so exciting. But if you're really letting your customers in from this point on, they'll almost like be rooting for you and they'll want you to succeed, right? You see all these little brands and small businesses going viral on TikTok, it's because they've put themselves out there. Perhaps you want to be the face of the brand yourself, and then just kind of like share from your heart why this is an important company for you, why you're starting it, why there is a need for another company like yours in the market, and what problems you're looking to solve. But I wish you the best of luck, and feel free to DM me on Instagram if you have any further questions along your journey. This is Sandra, and I'm complete.
Thanks, Sandra. Thanks so much.
And I think that Marina, you wanted to step in
Yeah,
as
I'll
well.
jump in. Thank you, Alessandra. Hi, Radhika. What do you want to sell? What is your product?
Our product is activewear, sustainable activewear.
Sustainable what?
Activewear. Um, Apparels.
Like gym clothing and stuff.
Yes, gym clothing. Correct.
Okay.
That's right.
Okay. Sorry.
I saw Marina
So,
with a huge question mark on her head.
yes, I'm like, what is that?
I'm
Okay, so
so
you need to sell a
sorry.
product. No worries. Thank you for clarifying that. And you also mentioned when you shared about yourself that you didn't really have a traffic to where.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Absolutely. When you shared, you said that you don't have a website and you don't really have a traffic yet. Traffic to where?
Traffic in terms of audience on Instagram. We since we just created the page a couple of weeks ago, we've just been seeing a very slow trend with respect to it gaining followers.
Okay. So, at this case, it sounds like you just started building your audience on Instagram. If you need to create a website, your question was get the domain name, because Google rank older domain names higher when you will start posting there and putting your products there. So you can buy a domain name and create something basic. Don't put a lot of effort in it yet until you get your product. Maybe you could just simple description, what you're going to sell there. So this is one thing. Another thing, you grow your Instagram, and anything you do on social media, that's not your place. Anything you do here in Clubhouse, it's also not your place. You rent it. So grow your followers, but also think how you can move them, direct them probably to your website is the best way, and maybe to your email list. Because anytime the algorithm changes, you may lose all this effort that you put in building your audience there, and you may have a lower reach. So when you think of having, I don't know, 5,000 followers, 10,000 followers on Instagram, don't think that everybody will see your posts. uh, Keep posting, and from time to time maybe you have some either tips, or think about how you can lead them to your lead magnet. Maybe you have the exercise workbook or something like this, or maybe some videos, or any ways how you can move from all the social media platforms. Even if you will start speaking here and talk about your products, you want to move them somewhere else where you can reach them anytime. So by the time you launch your product, you will launch it with your email list. I'll give you a quick story what happened to me on Instagram a few years ago, like 2 years ago. I've been consistent there for about 3 years, and I built my followers, I built my audience, and Instagram started changing algorithm, and for no reasons they shadow banned me. So for 3 weeks, I could not post anything, I could not comment, only send DMs. And well, and then they say that the reach of the audience depends on how many people you engage with and how often you post. So imagine what happened. All the reach went down. And then they unlocked my account and I started posting again. And in a few weeks, they shadow banned me again. So,
Oh my God.
yes. So you build these followers on social media, and it does not depend on you what they can change. Anything change, and you'll be like, why I built my followings there and did not do anything else. So your email list is your backup plan, especially when you have a product. Uh, think about, pick a date or like approximate, when you're gonna start, and keep building your followers, keep putting your product out, the pictures or whatever you have there, and little by little give them tips and call to action. Link to your bio and go there and get my either workbook or ebook or something else. So when you launch, you I'm sorry, I had a call. When you promote on social media and through your email list. So was it
Got it.
helpful? Yeah,
Yeah, it was super helpful. I just had a follow-up question to that.
sure.
When was the time you actually started building your email list, and how exactly did you do that?
So I've been on social media or online for many years, but I even changed my email list several times because I changed my business. So I don't remember, 6 years ago I started building this, but then I left because I thought, yeah, I'm gonna grow my followers, but then I realized that I better build my email list instead of followers on social media. So that was my big mistake, and don't make this mistake again. And it's especially valuable for product businesses, because with services maybe you can invite them for the consultation somehow. Like now I do business on life coaching. It's a little bit easier to connect with people, rather than when you sell a product, you will not say, oh, Alessandra, would you like to talk about my product? Let's get on the phone call. So you will sell it probably through the email list. That was
Got
really
it. Got
nice.
it. Thanks. Thanks,
You're welcome.
Marina. Yeah, I think that's super insightful and very helpful because honestly, your customers' data is possibly the most powerful thing you can own, or your potential customer for that matter.
Yeah, absolutely. And get your website. Maybe you will not update it for now, but think about, maybe you can create social media posts. And if it's a long form post, you can share it also on your website, so you will not need to recreate the posts many times and no need to write anything special for the blog. But your website will be active.
Got it. Got it. That's super helpful. Thanks. Thanks, Marina.
You're welcome.
Great. Let's move on with the conversation. Chris, you want to add anything?
I was just going to chime in with something that's related to the title of the room, building a profitable online business. So, one of the most, you're talking there a lot about, ways to advertise and getting your tech set up and all of that, which is great. And you have to focus on that. But you should have in mind always that one of the most important